Ken, I've been working with you for some time. I don't think we ever talked about a deal. I don't know if I could be a subject matter expert for you. What's your thought about that?
Well, it's maybe a little different than my friends here. What I take comfort in is knowing that each of you, but specifically Rod and Blaine, have been in my chair. What I don't need is help getting a deal done. Like you said, I mean, we got that covered. But at least in my world, about 75% of the element of success is the ability to procure new business. And so that's the SME that I really need help with, is thinking about how to differentiate oneself. And Rod, there's no, finer individual at differentiating himself than you, Rod, in terms of how the whole book idea was just formative. So that's what I need help with. And the other thing, if I may, is, it occurs to me that I don't know all of you and your backgrounds, but you, from your chair, have the ability to have a huge impact on a lot of people. We've talked about ourselves and our practices. It's a pretty cool job to be a coach, I would think. And I think you're wise to band together, and that those best practices that I talked about earlier, that you can do that in the coaching world. But we're only here for a period of time on this earth, and each of you is in a position to have a huge impact on the people you're working with.
Thanks, Ken. Let me come back to you, Ken, on a new question now. Because of your tenure, and yet I sit next to Deanna, is coaching as valuable at a more accomplished stage as it is, as to someone who's on sort of the front end of the curve? You referenced how when you started, and you actually kind of took on coaching after you were well accomplished. So help us as a group think about the impact of coaching maybe at different stages of your career.
Yeah, the parenting model, of course, fits well. It's different parenting at a younger age than it is at an older age, and the skill set required with someone further along in their career is different. I don't mean to diminish the needs of young people, but that's not that hard to get someone to say, okay, do these 5 things, come back Friday, tell me you did them. It's a little more esoteric, I think, at our level, to really and I would say you do a good job. You push with that velvet glove. Somehow you're like the that great CFO. That hard question to ask. I don't know how the hell you do it, but the answer is yes. It's different. I think coaching is very important at the beginning of your career, but it's a different itch to scratch.
If you had to do it over again, would you have maybe invoked a coach a little earlier in the process?
Well, I didn't know what the hell I was doing, so probably.
Right. Well, Stash, you talked about a coach being really life-changing at an early stage. Sort of, you would have gone left, but you turned right. Pretty distinctive.
Yeah.
Talk about, as best you can, perspective on coaching at different stages in your career.
So, yeah. So as a new to business guy, I just need a guidance. Like, I'm running, but it's like, okay, instead of that direction, go here, do this. And like you said, it is just, go do these things and you'll be all right. And then what happened, through no fault of either of us, we just kind of topped out. It was like, all right, well, I think I've heard these stories, and I love them, but there's just, it's kind of like I felt like we just topped out and we weren't really getting anywhere. So we took a break, and a lot of that was because of the on-demand that I was using. My team took that away because I went from one man to now I have two other guys, and they're intimately involved in the deal, so we can figure out how to get the deal done. So it's like, okay, we're here, and now we have this momentum. And then I re-engaged because I got to a point where no problem. I felt similar to how I did in when I first engaged. It's like, okay, something's missing, and we gotta fix it, or we have to just do some tweaks, and hopefully it'll work out.
So